Stop online stealing of links from your web articles and online stealing of intellectual property. Having to suffer stolen links from your web articles? Or stolen contents from your website? Now you can prevent or stop your website content, web articles, and traffic from being stolen by online copyright thieves. You don't have to keep losing your affiliate links and commission or online revenues to online thieves, alright, so we've gotten the point all too well by now. Going by the business mantra of just about every successful online marketer and expert on online marketing, there is really just one vital key to succeeding, or even surviving, in online business, and that key is this: being able to get consistent web traffic, a targeted traffic, to your site that may in fact not be surprising or difficult to understand, since the marketing logic behind that is readily understandable and simple. Without visitors or traffic to your site to view your offers and promotions, no matter how valuable or attractive they may be otherwise, you get no customers, and without customers, you can make no sales. And no sales equals no business and no income. Indeed, a recent survey by a major internet researcher reported that nearly 70% of the internet marketers they surveyed listed generating more web traffic as their number one priority and challenge, while naming other concerns, ranging from learning how to do things and affiliate product promotion, to setting up a website, trying to pick a niche, etc., as relatively distant priorities. You need only take a look at what some of the well-known internet marketing gurus of the online business world have to say about it, to have some sense of how critical this element is viewed in online business. You know that everything comes down to your ability to generate traffic to your website. Period. Without traffic, there is no money. John Reese: he who controls the traffic, controls the keys to the kingdom in any online business. Mike Fizemi: dramatic rise in online stealing of web contents and intellectual property. That's fair enough. We understand all that. We accept all that. But what happens, though, when you've done virtually everything recommended for successfully generating traffic to the point where you should rightly have been seeing some massive amount of traffic to your site from your efforts, but you never saw any? And the reason you have not been seeing the traffic is not because you have not been getting it, but, rather, because of one simple factor: the links, the hits, and the traffic that were meant to have gone to you from those web contents or articles have just plain been hijacked and stolen from you by some internet copyright thieves. Forget it. But you're probably being robbed already of your web contents, except that you just don't know it yet. Online affairs experts contend that copyright infringement is on the rise these days. Considerably so, they say. By some estimates, the statistics of infringement of intellectual properties have increased by some 25% for the past few years, and are still increasing. Online marketers increasingly face stolen links from their web articles, leading to a growing need to stop online stealing of intellectual property. Laurel Van Fossen, a busy blogger who has written plenty on the subject of copyright stealing in online blogging, put it squarely this way: first, you noticed that I didn't say if someone steals your content. That was on purpose. With the glut of information on the internet, it's now a matter of when, not if. Indeed, estimates made by the U.S. Federal Bureau of Investigations, FBI, put the losses in the U.S. economy alone of such copyright infringement and counterfeiting and piracy of legitimate property at as much as a whopping $250 billion per year. Copyright violations and content theft happen 24/7, 365 days a year, says a reviewer on the subject matter writing at theenotarized.com. Especially with certain blogs and shady sites that take other people's work and place it on their website, without credit or a backlink, to generate revenues from ad clicks. The usual scenario you find in internet stealing of website content and other web material. Check this. Does this sound familiar to you? You've got a great product or service, well suited for online sales, and you had a well-designed professional website set up and running. You know very well your market and target audience and their preferences, and you've researched it and written a great article explaining your product to the online shoppers out there, and had it published with a great e-zine publisher, and you checked, and it even made the coveted page number 1 for the relevant keywords in the Google and Yahoo search engines. And you waited and waited, expecting a huge volume of hits from visitors to come pouring into your site out of that article. But you wait, and still never saw any hits or traffic. Or, of course, any customers or income. Then you got curious. You went back to the Google and Yahoo search pages, and this time you looked closely. And lo and behold, it hit you. You discover that all the links in your own article connecting you to the article as the rightful author of the article, have been stolen and diverted to another website altogether. Someone, or many of them, have stripped out the links at the bottom in your article, or replaced it with their own links. In other words, you've been had robbed and stolen blind in broad daylight. Some no-good internet thieves have literally stolen your intellectual property that you alone had labored hard and long to create. They have infringed, violated, your copyright prerogative, and diverted, illegally, what would have rightly been the fruits of your labor, the clicks on the page number 1 of Google or Yahoo for the article's keywords, and of course, the customers, the income all to themselves. They didn't even as much as acknowledge you and give you a little credit for being the author of the article, in return, or, another example, or, maybe you fall into this other scenario. Let's say you've had your great ezine article well researched and written, and published with a major internet ezine publisher, say, ezinearticles.com, and it made the coveted page number 1 in the Google and Yahoo search engines, but you saw no hits on, or visitors to, your site. You suspected somehow that somebody along the line might have been diverting or stealing the visitors, customers, who might have been coming to your site, but you don't quite know who exactly might have been doing it, or how. Or how to find out. Now, if this sounds like anything you've faced or experienced, then clearly your online business venture is facing something very, very grave for its existence and survivability, not to speak of its success or growth as a business. It's facing something very critical because, certainly your business enterprise is being deprived of something of such vital importance and extreme necessity in business, something, in fact, that is the very foundation of virtually every online business, as well as offline business, that is ever successful. It's called customers, prospective customers. Increasingly, there's need in online marketing to prevent or to stop online stealing of intellectual property, or copyright, the common story. If you've ever had to face any experience similar to that described above, you'll probably learn one thing very quickly. And that is, that there is actually nobody out there in the internet business world, no internet cop or prosecutor out there, that's available or ready to help you stop the internet criminals who steal your intellectual property with almost absolute impunity from you, and violate your copyrights unless you first make the move or take the lead. Not the dominant search engines such as the Google or Yahoo, not major ezine publishers such as ezinearticles.com, and not anyone. And you'll sooner come to the chilling realization that, in the end, it is you yourself, the victim of the online theft, who will have to do the policing and the prosecuting of your internet rights violators, or nobody else or any authority will lift a finger, and those robbers of your internet property or rights will then continue going unpunished or challenged, and will keep doing it. Clearly, online marketers increasingly face stolen links from their web articles, leading to a growing need to stop online stealing of intellectual property. Why is this so rampant a problem that's on the rise today? Why is this happening? What might explain it? A major reason why this behavior is not only common and on the rise today, but is almost inescapable for almost any website operator or content creator on the internet today, is said to be the global economic recession and growing unemployment. Plus the exponential growth in online activities. These, it is said, have led to the development of what is called a new crop of daylight computer keyboard robbers who have become not only more willing, but increasingly bold and brazen in stealing the income, compensation and recognition that should traditionally go, or should be expected to go, to the authors and creators of the web contents, articles, web writings, or images which those persons now so readily copy. With the astronomical growth in the number of websites and blogs, especially Splogs, experts say, the demand for content often puts more pressure on website administrators who may resort to stealing content in order to fill space on their sites and attract traffic. Online marketers are being robbed of web contents. they face stolen links from their web articles. Hence, Van Fossen advises, the first step in learning about what you can do when someone steals your content is to know that it will happen, so the more prepared and informed you are, the better your chances of prevention and having a plan in place when they steal. What is the remedy? Fortunately, there is now available some effective, practical, affordable remedy. Online marketers simply need to stop suffering stolen links from their web articles, and to stop online stealing of intellectual property. In point of fact, this problem has led some major research organizations in the internet marketplace to devise elaborate foolproof systems by which online marketers may investigate and find out when others have illegally hijacked or are illegally copying or using their copyright-protected contents, articles, or images on the web without their proper permission, and by which they can stop them cold from continuing to do so or to profit from such violation. Or, otherwise, to legally bring those online thieves to account, such as by yanking them off the internet business altogether. In a word, to have as a complete, foolproof Stop the Online Copyright Thief tool kit. It's a system that simply leads you virtually by hand, in a simple, step-by-step format that you can well comprehend, exactly through the procedures to uncover and fish out those thieves who so brazenly steal your copyright and intellectual property, particularly on the internet, and clearly outlines for you how you'd stop them cold,